everyone. Come on, let me get some more feedback. Good evening, everyone. All right, as you see, my name is David Rogers. I have known Ricco for a very, very long time. You know how you have friends, associates, acquaintances in school growing up, but then you have an inner circle. And so Ricco was one that was in the inner circle. He knew me before I was a pastor, way before I was a pastor. Ricco, very well deserving of the award that you gave him. This is a wonderful thing that you all are doing. It's nothing like family, showing the love of family. I want to thank Bethel for the invitation, reaching out to me. And actually, I kind of got in trouble a little bit because I had agreed to speak without even mentioning it to my wife. And she said, you know what, dude? I be doing something, kids want to do something. And what really got me was when she mentioned Ricco. You know, I said, that's my friend right there. You know, when you get older, you part your ways. You don't talk as much as you used to when you have a family and your careers and different things. And so when she mentioned what it was going to be and that he was going to be recognized, and he didn't know it, it was an opportunity for me to come and spend some time with him and to see him and to catch up. And his parents are great parents. He's a great father. As they mentioned, he had a great example of a father. Miss Randle is like another mom, very sweet. And Mr. Randle, man, always was a man of very, few words, but a great working and provider. One thing about the Randles, when I think of Mr. Randle, when we go over to the house, it was always sure to be some tang over there. My kids probably don't know what this is. Renard can testify to that. You was always good to get a couple some juice, some tang. My kids probably don't even know what tang is. The tang, that orange stuff, that Mr. Randle, they're smiling, know what they kept some tang at the house. And so I'm very thankful for having friends and have great parents as Ricco did. Not going to be for you. I want to thank my wife, my children. 2 of the 3 children are here that I have, and a niece and my wife, 18 and a half years. So thankful for her. Just a couple of things that I want to mention. I want to come from a text in the Bible, Proverbs 27. I want to read one scripture, and then I just have a couple points that I would like to share with you. The scripture says in Proverbs 20:7, it says, the just man walketh in his integrity. The just man walketh in his integrity. Then it says, his children are blessed after him.
Yeah.
His children are blessed after him. Now that's very key right there. First, the just man walketh in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. So according to what the man does with the father, blessings of the father will fall on the children. And it's many things that go into making a good father, a good man. And there's some aspects that I just want to go over. That's what I want to talk to you about, aspects of a father. Come on, can you say that with me? Aspects of a father. It is the aspects of a man's personality that allow him to make a positive difference in a child's life, to be a pillar of support, and to have love, and to have guidance, and to have the courage to not grudgingly endure fatherhood. Because if you don't be careful, you can be a father grudgingly. But with some characteristics and some aspects that I want to mention to you, hopefully it can help all of us, including myself, become better men and better fathers. I want to mention in the beginning, go back to the beginning when God created man. God went to the ground to create Adam. But when he created Eve, he didn't go back to the ground. He went to the ground one time and made man from the ground. And that's important because ground represents foundation. So the man, the father, is the foundation of the family. In the time that we live in, we don't see a lot of solid fathers in the home. You see a lot of broken homes where, as someone mentioned about, the mother has to raise the children by herself. And I commend all single parent mothers for the work that they do. And if you're here, I commend you and I honor you as well. But I want to read some statistics. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, listen to this. 24 million American children live without their biological father in their home. 24 million, not 24,000, but 24 million live without their biological father in the home. And so that's 1 out of 3 kids. 1 out of 3 kids. And those kids, statistics say, have 4 times the risk of poverty when compared to homes where fathers are there. So it's very important for a father, if not in the home, because certain circumstances, I understand conditions. I had my oldest child, and actually out of the inner circle I was talking about, I was the first one to become a father out of the 6 close friends that I have, Ricco being one of them. But I did not have my oldest daughter in the home, and that's challenging. Because what parents don't realize a lot of times, that it's the child the one that's affected the most when the parent may not be able to see eye to eye. So there's some things that I want to mention to you about aspects of a father. The first thing that I want to mention, that a father needs to have patience. It's more apt, if I can say, for a mother to be patient, but sometimes men, sometimes we can work on our patience a little bit. Oh, men don't want to talk to the men. Well, women, some of y'all should say that's right or amen or something, because men sometimes we get impatient. And we don't have the patience to deal with some of the things that go on in life. Not every man, but man, that's an area that we can work on. It for a father, patience is important. A father is going to face a lot of challenges in his relationship, in his marriage, from his children, and even from his own self. A lot of times, that's why a father may leave, because he's not patient enough to deal with the issues with the side of the home. Because a man will be tested. See, patience will build your character. For someone to be committed to something, commitment will build your character. Hello, somebody. It's going to build you up. And the truth is that fatherhood is not always fun. In fact, it can be very challenging. Parents, they disagree with decisions and choices. Children constantly testing your boundaries, like my children do sometimes. They'll test your boundaries, and you have to be patient. Sometimes you may feel like mom is going to take care of it, but sometimes it takes for a father to sit down and just to talk to their children. Because a lot of times, if their father is not there talking to their child, then children, or I would say sometimes a girl may have the tendency to try to go and get that masculine love somewhere else. But what breaks fathers more than anything is lack of patience with their self and with their family at times. Another thing that I want to mention, that a father must have some morals. Come on and say morals. He needs to be deeply grounded in some principles. When I say moral, I'm talking about principles. This simply means that his decisions are rooted in something that's greater than his own self. Principles will take you from yourself. It'll cause you not to be selfish. It'll cause you to be self-sacrificing, and it'll help because he'll know the difference between good or evil or right or wrong. And the sense of principles is what will guide him when temptations begin to arise. The man with morals knows what to do in challenging situations, and there will be no doubt as which path to take. The next thing that I want to mention to you is a father. It's good for a father to be open-minded. Come on, say open-minded. An open-minded man makes for a successful family. And the reason why some men have it wrong of what fatherhood is really about. They think that it's all about control. Not every man now, but men, we have to be careful to understand that it's not about control. Some may think that it's about power or dominance or strength. Some may think that it's about commanding upon their family their own single-minded vision of what should be done and what should not be done. But listen here, the thing about an open-minded man, he accepts that his family is different, if I may say. That everybody is not the same. And he respects that everyone in his family is different. An open-minded man is teachable, and rather than rejecting what is different in his family, he happily learns from the differences that's in the family. And this means that, you know, if I give an example, if his wife want to choose a career over just being a housewoman or house mom, then encourage her to do that. It doesn't take anything away from the man. Actually, I can respect that, and that shows courage of a man to be, because it shows that he's not intimidated by a woman. Oh, yeah, y'all got quiet on her. But a man has to be open-minded. It doesn't mean that he's a poor leader or make wrong leadership decisions. It simply means that he is open to new things, different things, and things that are possible. An open-minded father allows his family a safe place in which they can discover their own dreams. Son, I thought that boy, when I had a son, when he was born, I just knew he was going to play sports. First of all, a man, that's one thing that he wanted. He wanted a son. I mean, being an athlete, I just knew he was going. I just knew he was going to fulfill my unfulfilled dream that I had. You know, sometimes we want our children to fulfill the dream that we didn't do. But he's not into sports. He loves to sing. And actually, the other day, he just came out with his first single. And the thing that got me, I had to change my perspective, because he asked me one day, and it really touched me. It was probably about 6 years ago. He said, "Dad, are you mad at me because I don't like sports?" I said, "No, son, I will support you as long as it's something positive. As long as it's positive, I'm there." But I had to be open-minded, because if we don't be careful, we can have the tendency of wanting our children to do exactly what we want them to do, and they should, but we'll want them to be who we want them to be, and they'll never discover who they are. While mom may encourage there, because my wife is the one that stands in the gap. She's the in-between person. She tells me what the children think, and she tells the children what I'm thinking. Just, you know how moms are, they in between. When I'm not feeling them and they not feeling me, she's the referee. The one that kind of brings the balance. Any women in here know what I'm talking about? Any men? Well, men, when we don't have that patience, we just say, "Oh." Mom know how to reel it in. And I think that's important, because what helps to make a good father is knowing how to be a good husband. Amen. Hello, somebody. That's what helps. All right, I got some help over there. Glory. And knowing how to be a good husband. Wow. And I had to learn that. And if the truth be told, I'm still learning. We learn every day. Don't ever get to the point where you feel like you cannot learn, because that's when you mess up. Amen. That's important, to be open-minded. Another thing that I want to mention, another point is that a good father needs to be loyal. Yes. Loyalty. Come on and say loyalty. Loyalty. Loyalty is a trait that keeps families together in the hardest time. A loyal father is one that can be trusted to be there today, tomorrow, and forever. It's about the ability to be able to commit when you're loyal. A step forward from just patience is loyalty. Listen, loyalty is the ability, watch this now, loyalty is the ability to constantly stick by your choices no matter the cost. Because sometimes when we count up the cost and we look at the cost, if you're not careful, you will not stick to the thing that needs to be stick to. If we look at the consequences, and when I say consequences, not talking about a bad thing, but all consequences is results. It's results. And with every choice, every decision that we make, there is a consequence. There is a result. But when a man makes the choice to become a father, a strong sense of loyalty, it must be put into action. And it doesn't just mean a father physically stays with his family. Loyalty means much more than that. It means standing up for your family when others attack them and when life challenges knock them down. It means being there for them, keeping your commitment to ensure the well-being of your children as well as your spouse. Another point is a man needs to be honest, have integrity. Honesty is hard to come by in anyone these days. Honesty is connected to trust. And trust is something that's earned. You don't just give your trust away. But you have a sense of pride or a sense of comfort when you know that you can go to someone that you trust. Why do you feel like that? Because they have shown you that you can trust them over a period of time. And the last thing that I want to leave you with, that a good father must lead by example. He has to lead by example. It's one thing to just say something, but it's another thing to do something. A good father cannot be afraid to have someone to hold him accountable. We all need accountability partners. Your spouse needs to be your number one accountability partner. You need to surround yourself, have an inner circle with good accountability friends. One of the most needed traits of a father or any parent is the ability to lead by example. And as the father being the head of the household, I believe that was Yvette talking about the head of the household. You know, if you want to be the head of the household, show why you should be the head of the household. That's not something that you just request, but when your actions show that, it should just fall into place automatically. And as the father is the head of the household, what he does and what he shows, listen to this. It's very, very, very key right here, and I'm going to leave you with this. As the father being the head of the household, what he does and what he shows to be acceptable through his own choices, everyone else will end up doing. What he shows to be acceptable by his own choices, it lays the foundation. As I said in the beginning, man is the foundation. It creates a foundation. And it's so important to have a solid foundation because that's one of the first things that has to be into place before you build anything. Amen. It's having a solid foundation. And when your foundation is solid, no matter what you put on it, it will stand. And so just to leave you with the scripture that I started with, Proverbs 20:7, it said, the just man walketh in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him. So, great fathers, I encourage you to keep being a great father. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep leading your family. Be loyal to your family. Be loyal to your children. Because we're past
passing on seeds of greatness. We're planting seeds into our children's lives. And it's very important how you plant. One thing about planting something, seeds, they die when they go into the ground first. You study the process of a seed that you see when you put it in the ground, it goes through the process of dying. That's why it takes a minute. But it changes. It's no longer a seed, but it becomes what it is going to be. So those that have young children, if it seems like your children are not doing what you want them to do, just continue to plant the seeds into their lives.
Amen.
And continue to water with love and discipline. You got to have both of them together. You got to discipline them, but you have to love on them at the same time. And God bless you, and thank you for having me today.